Okay, let's move on to the agenda of the meeting, and I'm going to hand over to Janelle. The first item on the list is pool supply reimbursement.
Yes. So we have been shared, it has been shared with us that some of the pool supplies have had to be bought out of pocket. However, we are currently missing the receipts in order to give the reimbursement for the services that have been rendered and the equipment that has been bought. We understand that we got into a critical situation with our vendor quitting. And with that being said, Scott did take over and keep us in compliance, and does need to be reimbursed for the chlorine and the chemicals that he has spent money on. The only thing that we require at this point is to get all of the receipts so that we can reimburse him for what he has paid out.
The receipts are in the chat. It's an 8.7 megabyte file. All the whole itemization and all the receipts, including the $295 plan.
I don't see an actual receipt. I see
A
letter
PDF file
that you wrote.
containing all the photos.
That you wrote of items that you listed, but I don't see an actual receipt of the items. Do you have receipts for each of those items that you can attach and send it to the proper
It wouldn't be 9
tools?
megabytes if it was just a picture of words.
Hold on, I'm trying to open it. Give me a second.
I think what Scott's trying to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the ledger is the first 2 pages, and then the remaining pages have the receipts on. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, can you email those? Those were not emailed to the board.
You can click it with your mouse and it will download right to your computer. It's already there. It's the same as an email. In fact, the homeowners can download it to their own computers as well. So they have a record of it.
Yes, but this should have been done when you were requesting reimbursement with the actual receipt.
I shouldn't have had to do this at all, to be honest. That's what we should be talking about.
Well, but if you chose to do that and you spent the money and you want reimbursement, you have to go to the proper channels and have to be held by the same standard as everybody else.
What's that?
I cannot even believe that there is an argument about reimbursing someone that took over and kept this pool up and running, especially through Memorial Day, and you're being petty enough to say that you can't click your mouse and look at receipts. That says a lot right there about exactly what we're going through.
Hey guys, we're going to have a chance for homeowners to comment at the end of each agenda item right before the board votes.
You know what? This homeowner is disgusted by a board member fighting to give somebody back their money.
I understand. I understand.
I'll wait to the end because I got a few more things.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I am a board member, and I wanted to personally thank Julia Cross because she did give a gallon of chlorine donated to the association to use to try to keep the reserves up. So thank you for that, Julia.
You're welcome, Scott.
Are all of the board members able to view that file with the receipts? If you're not, just let us know in the chat or just unmute. Okay. Do we have a motion to approve these repairs?
I would like to review them in detail because I see some receipts that are
from March and early April. When did we lose our pool vendor? Wasn't it a month ago? Or less than a month ago?
We lost our pool vendor because he sabotaged the pool on March 25th, 2025
That wasn't my
at
question.
6:43 a.m. in the darkness of night without a plumbing permit. Or not a plumbing license. He used a hacksaw on a freshwater potable water pipe, which caused $6,000 worth of damage. And you guys
Excuse me.
gave him the
That was
dignity
not my question.
to say that he quit.
That was not my
What is wrong with
question.
you guys? He should have been fired a long time ago. You guys are ridiculous.
I think we can have a modicum of respect and decorum.
This respect and decorum. You just spent $12,000 on an attorney after the majority of homeowners recalled these directors. You're wasting everyone's money and everyone's time. That's respect. Respect the homeowner's wishes.
And respect is talking like a normal human being, not yelling at people like they're children.
Well,
Nobody's yelling here.
that's how Janelle operates the entire organization. So
Okay, but she's not yelling, and nobody else is yelling but you.
All right, I'm
speaking on behalf of the homeowners.
I don't hear any motion. So unless,
Approve it, don't approve it. I don't care. It'll get approved
Okay.
one day.
all right, let's go ahead.
You will have a vote.
Let's-
You will have a vote on it. I want the directors to vote on it, Oliver.
Yeah, let's go ahead and open up to homeowners. As I said at the beginning of the meeting, before we have a board vote, we'll have a short section, limited time section where homeowners are able to have their comments and concerns on that particular agenda item.
Perfect.
So right now we're talking about Scott's pool reimbursement request. Any comments or concerns from any homeowners?
Yes, pay him so that our people that live here can swim in a safe pool, or fill the damn thing with cement, because I think there's a lot of other homeowners that feel the same way. It would have been less money that's been spent on it, but since we're here now and he has done this, I think that it would be fair to reimburse him. We shouldn't have to grovel and beg, but I think Scott has been exceptional in keeping this thing up. I've driven out of the neighborhood early mornings and I see him up there working on the pool for free. And he's just asking for what he has spent. Maybe there's other homeowners that would like to pipe in too, but that's my thought.
Let me. This is CJ. Let me say, Scott, do you have the receipts?
Everyone has
Oh
them
my
at
God.
this point. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's also have the receipts. You know, we should have simply approved the receipts. There's no issue there. All Erica was asking was for the receipts, and that's normal in any kind of endeavor.
She has them. Thank you.
Okay, she has the receipts. I motion that we that we approve the expenses as long as we have the receipts.
All right, we've got a motion by DJ. There's some more comments in the chat as well that the board can review. Do we have a second on that motion by DJ?
I'll second my own reimbursement.
Scott is seconding. All in favor, say aye.
So
Aye.
I'm okay with all of the chemicals and everything that he's doing. The one question that I do have is in regards to the lock set. We didn't talk about that.
You want to pull the pin on that grenade? Go right ahead.
That is the only thing that I see. Other than that, I think you should be paid for everything that you've paid for. I've never disagreed with that. So any of the chemicals, any of the equipment that needed to be taken care of, absolutely. 100%.
Did I email the board of directors about the security measures we needed to take and proposed, even though I knew I wasn't getting a response? And I told if it wasn't done in a short amount of period, I was going to replace the lock. Did you receive that email?
But we have to do that as a whole group.
No, we have to protect the assets of the community, first and foremost. And having somebody caught red-handed stealing from our facility after countless number of sabotage, illegal chlorine levels, $6,000 worth of plumbing damage, like, when does it stop? It stops when I catch him red-handed stealing a K2006 $123 chemistry set and a filter out of the filter housing,
Okay,
closed
so
it back up,
I'm
turned it back
there,
on, and
Scott.
left.
Guys, listen.
You're
had
wanting to know why the lock was
yours.
changed. I'm explaining it and you're interrupting me. It was
Yeah,
changed
you're
locked
yelling at me.
because
I
of a
don't
security
feel that.
issue. You yell at everyone in your normal voice all the time. So
No, I'm not. So what I'm trying to say, and I've told you that from the beginning, is I do believe that you should be reimbursed for the chemicals and everything that you put into the pool. That I will never dispute. And that's why I'm saying that I think it should be reimbursed. And then the only other thought that we had at one point was, and I know that Morgan sent something to you in regards to the plumber. Do we have those 3 quotes that you were going to give us for the plumbers?
that's not an agenda item right now.
But
Yeah. That's we have to get to that. That's a later agenda item, I think, on here.
okay.
So there is a motion. TJ motioned. Scott seconded. I heard a couple of aye votes, but it was all a little bit. If you just want to say your name and then aye.
DJ, I. This is Tom, I. Carlos, I.
Scott, aye. That's 4.
Okay. All right. So that is approved in the amount of, I'm reading here. Let me know if this is right, Scott. $623.35.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
So if the lock is changed, Scott has not given keys to the rest of the board members as previously all the other board
Anybody
members
want to take a look at the picture in chat?
Yes, that picture is when the police officer came and investigated and determined.
What exactly
it was
is Janelle doing?
She's showing the police.
She's reaching into a Department of Health regulated, Florida Administrative Code regulated commercial pool operation while it's running. She has no business and no certification to touch any equipment in that room whatsoever.
Okay.
I reviewed the video. She's touching buttons she doesn't understand what they do. She hit a button. She tried to take off the filter housing. She tried to take apart the filter housing, and the pump kicked on in the middle of her removing it. It could have blown her teeth out.
Next agenda item. That's noise. Next agenda item.